We are ready now for the first of two title fights tonight. The vacant welterweight championship will be on the line when Jesse Bongfeldt takes on Chris Clements, the last man to hold the gold, George Rush St. Pierre.
Jesse Bongfeldt is a late replacement for the injured Sean Pimp Daddy Pearson. He feels he deserves the title shot since he defeated Pearson at a hardcore championship fighting event earlier this year. The Lethbridge, Alberta native is no stranger to top competition, facing the likes of UFC veterans Jonathan Goulet and Jamie the Worm Varner. The 13-3-0 Bongfeldt has been extremely active, competing 8 times over the past 2 years, and is confident he'll take home the welterweight title vacated by UFC star George Rush St. Pierre.
The next bout of the evening is for the TKO Welterweight Championship. This championship bout is proudly brought to you by Lifestyle Condoms. Ce combat est prévu pour 5 rounds de 5 minutes. This bout is scheduled for 5 rounds of 5 minutes. Les juges de ce combat, M. Richard de Carufel, M. Pasquale Procopio et M. Jack Woodburn. L'arbitre, le référé, M. Philippe Chartier. Tout d'abord dans le coin bleu, portant la culotte bleue et blanche et pesant 169.6 livres. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks and white trims and weighing in at 169.6 pounds. Il a une fiche professionnelle de 13 victoires, incluant 5 par KO et 8 par soumission en 16 combats. His professional record shows an amazing 13 wins, including 5 by way of knockout and 8 by submission in 16 bouts. The Lethbridge en Alberta, from Lethbridge, Alberta, Water Jesse Bongfeldt. Son adversaire dans le coin rouge, portant la culotte bleue et pesant 169.2 livres. Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue trunks and weighing in at 169.2 pounds. Il a une fiche professionnelle de 4 victoires, toutes obtenues par KO en 6 combats, incluant la victoire la plus rapide de l'histoire des combats ultimes. His professional record shows 4 wins, all by way of knockout in 6 bouts. He holds the record for the fastest knockout in mixed martial arts history. The London, Ontario, from London, Ontario, the menace, Chris Clements.
Chris Clements is pumped up about his shot at the TKO Welterweight Championship. Again, a very intriguing matchup. Another East meets West battle here in Quebec. Referee goes over the last minute instructions, the 2-touch gloves again, because it is a championship fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Clements coming off a loss, Bongfeldt off a win. Wipe that slate clean as we now begin the TKO Welterweight Championship hanging in the balance. Bongfeldt working from a southpaw stance. Nice low cut kick.
Yeah, this being a longer fight, we'll see how this plays out because neither of these fighters have ever gone past 2 rounds except for one fight with Clements fighting Joey Gurgel in his opening, his MMA debut. So this could be interesting to see if gas plays a part in this fight.
2 warriors battle for control along the fence. In the Greco-Roman clinch here, the over and under hooks by Bongfeldt trying to drop down a level for the single leg. A nice knee from Clements along the fence as he's trying to control Bongfeldt. Clements a very powerful individual.
Yeah, both of these guys coming out swinging, coming out real hard. Now this saps a lot of your energy. When you have a 25-minute fight ahead of you, you don't want to be using up so much energy at the get-go. Both of these guys do not plan on going the distance. They want to finish this fight right away.
Clements, another product of the Team Tompkins stable out of London, Ontario, and again with Sean Tompkins being hired by the Extreme Couture camp in Las Vegas. One of the byproducts of that hiring, of course, is that his fighters here in Canada get to go down and train with Extreme Couture. Good takedown there by Clements. Bongfeldt in the half guard.
Kind of looked like a messed up takedown attempt by Bongfeldt, and he wound up on the bottom. Now let's see what Clements can do with this top position. Bongfeldt's doing a good job of keeping his opponent's head down to avoid Clements to rise up and use his, elbows and strikes to his advantage.
It's an open half guard. Well, it was for a moment there, and of course it would behoove Clements to pull that right leg out, especially now in the half guard, and achieve full mount, although he's doing a good job from top position in controlling Bongfeldt along the fence.
Bongfeldt's got back to full guard here. He needs to start positioning himself to get away from that fence, because if Clements holds you up against that fence, he can put a beating on you.
2 minutes have passed here in round one of the scheduled 5-round TKO Championship Fighting welterweight title tilt.
Bongfeldt's doing a good job of controlling his opponent's head and then preventing strikes, except for right there.
And Clements creating the distance and delivering a couple of shots to Bongfeldt's head, and now a series of right hands from Chris Clements. As we approach the midway point of round one, Clements continues to deliver the punches along the fence, and Bongfeldt now just trying to will his way back up to his feet here. He's sitting up, but Clements not even focusing on the guillotine, just wants to continue punching. Oh, a knee! Right to the chest.
But Bongfeldt turned that around. Bongfeldt was up against the fence, taking a beating, and he was able to get himself into a position to reverse this. Clements, in that case, was not pushing enough. He was trying to too busy striking and not be in the right position. You need to do position before submission or position before striking.
First chance to see how Clements fares on his back, working from the open guard, and again trying to control Bongfeldt's head, controlling his posturing attempts, and Bongfeldt needs to separate himself, does so momentarily. Now Clements moving his hips, a very active guard by Chris Clements.
Yeah, Clements is actually doing a real nice job of moving his hips. He's got the foot on the hip, he's pushing him away. He's not allowing Bongfeldt to set up any big strikes.
And Bongfeldt misses with a couple of wild lefts and rights from top position. Now gets back up to his feet. Clements immediately gets to his feet, gets Bongfeldt's back momentarily, but Bongfeldt secures the double leg takedown. Great back and forth action here in the opening round of this 5-round championship battle.
Good job of Bongfeldt to make that fight go back to the ground.
Less than a minute remaining in round number one. A seesaw battle so far.
Bongfeldt needs to push down on that knee to try pulling his leg through there. Just pulling like that ain't gonna happen. He needs to, there you go.
Using his right leg to open up Clements. But again, both of them scrambling. Clements now may be in danger of giving up his back, but slams Bongfeldt down and in fact comes up in top position, but Bongfeldt controlling Clements' head with less than 30 seconds left in the round.
Clements actually really impressed me on the ground. This is the best we've seen him with his ground fighting.
Clements rains down an elbow, another elbow across the face of Jesse Bongfeldt, and another elbow. And Clements utilizing his elbow strikes the final 10 seconds.
Bongfeldt just needs to hold on here for the last remaining couple seconds of this round.
And Bongfeldt should be thanking his lucky stars that none of those elbow strikes have cut him open, because that's the one big danger about the elbows, are the cuts they cause. And an action-packed opening 5 minutes for the TKO welterweight title.